Joining us right now is Democratic Congressman Khanna of California. His district includes much of Silicon Valley. It's good to see you, Congressman. Thanks for coming in. And what John and Vanessa were talking about there is just noting how crypto stocks have just skyrocketed since the election, and also we could be looking at the most pro-crypto Congress ever going forward. You've been pushing Democrats to be more supportive of cryptocurrency for some time now. If this does become the most pro-crypto Congress ever, is that a good thing? Is less regulation on this industry really an answer?
Well, what we need is smart regulation, but here's what crypto does. There are three fundamental value aspects to it. One, it allows a store of value. It's a modern digital gold for a lot of young people. Two, it allows cross-border payments, and a lot of the rest of the world transacts with it. So with stablecoin, it actually helps the dollar gain more adoption in the rest of the world. And third, if companies succeed to reduce merchant costs, it can eliminate some of the 3% middleman fee. So my view is it's an innovation. It has use cases. It needs to be properly regulated, but we shouldn't just reflexively be against it.
You've been asked a few times since the election, how did Democrats lose the big names of Silicon Valley in terms of their support, like Elon Musk? And you've given reasons for it. But my question is, going forward, do Democrats need the big names like Elon Musk to win? Like what it was of the Democratic message that lost these prominent tech names?
No, I mean, we certainly need more blue-collar workers, and I'd rather have people who are working at factory towns and want those to come back. But I do believe we need innovators and entrepreneurs, and we can get them on. Just last night, it was Elon and I were tweeting back at each other because he's saying that he wants to cut defense spending and go after some of the contractors and figure out how we make defense spending more efficient. So where there are areas that there may be agreement, the Democrats should say, okay, let's work together. Where we have strong disagreements, we should stand up. But overall, the Democratic Party needs to embrace innovation and entrepreneurship because that's what's going to help reindustrialize America and create high-paying jobs across this country.
When you're talking about efficiencies, you know, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, they are chairing up this project to kind of root out government waste and find government efficiencies. This project that Donald Trump has given them. And this weekend, Vivek Ramaswamy said that certain agencies should expect to be deleted outright as part of this project that has now with Elon Musk. One of the agencies that people are saying could potentially be deleted outright is the Department of Education. What would it look like if that happened? I mean, what do you say to that declaration from Ramaswamy?
Well, it's horrifying, and I think it doesn't understand history. First of all, look at the real-world impact that would have. It would mean kids who are getting Pell Grants to be able to go to college. That would be in jeopardy. It would mean a lot of schools, Title I schools that get federal funding, that would be in jeopardy. If you have a child who has autism or special needs, your education of your child, if they go to public school, would be in jeopardy. So as a student of public schools, and as someone who took out over $100,000 of loans to have a shot in America, I'm deeply concerned. And it was our investment in education from 1910 to 1940, where we went to high school first before Europe, that made the American dream possible, and the GI Bill, and made America a superpower. So I'm deeply concerned with just this kind of blanket, let's cut education.
Congressman, Donald Trump has also selected Brendan Carr to be Federal Communications Commission chairman. Carr's vowed to take on what he has called, the way he's put it, is a censorship cartel, including Facebook, Google, Apple, and Microsoft. Do you think he's good for the role?
I have deep concerns. There was a testimony that he had in my committee after the debate on ABC, where I asked him, would you commit not to taking away the license from ABC? And he was ambiguous. He wasn't even willing to commit there. So my concern is, how is he talking about censorship, where on the other hand, he's not condemning Trump going after networks or cable news in threatening their license? Isn't that censorship?
Does it matter to you if the House Ethics Committee releases or doesn't release the report that they've compiled on Matt Gaetz ahead of his confirmation hearing to be AG?
I think they should release it. And look, people know I've worked with Representative Gates to help stop the war in Yemen. We worked on the War Powers Resolution together. But there should be a committee hearing, and all the information should be there, and there should be transparency. I mean, he's always said that he's for transparency, so we'll have the report come out. He has every opportunity then to make the case to the committee. But I don't understand why you wouldn't want that information out there so that people can decide.
You've mentioned you've worked with him on certain issues. Do you think he is the right man to be Attorney General?
Well, I have deep concerns, but here's my point. I think every person who the president has nominated has a right to have a process. They have a right to be questioned. And I think what the Democrats should do is ask the important questions. Of Robert Kennedy, they should ask about his views on vaccines, and does he believe schools should still be able to give kids vaccines? Tulsi Gabbard, they should ask the views on Ukraine. On Representative Gates, they should ask questions about the politicization of the Justice Department and what is his views, and make sure that the ethics report comes out. I think that the Democrats approach these hearings factually with questions. It'll allow the American people and the senators to decide. So I don't think we should prejudge the issue, but we should ask very difficult questions in these hearings and pointed factual questions.
Congressman Khanna, thanks for your time.